Okay, so example 2, determine the exact value of a trigonometric ratio. And we are asked to determine the exact value of cos 135 degrees. Okay, so in this example, you're asked to find an exact value. That should get you to recall your special angles, which are 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees, because most likely that's what you're going to be using in this question. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do, we want to draw a diagram of 135 degrees in standard position. Okay, and we know that 135 degrees is in the second quadrant because it's between 0 and 180. So let's draw our initial arm and then our terminal arm and our angle in standard position, which is 135 degrees. And our next step is to determine our reference angle. Okay, now you know that your reference angle is between the terminal arm and the x-axis. Okay, so a full half circle is 180 degrees. Up to our terminal arm is 135. So if we want to work out our reference angle, we want to go 180 minus 135, which will give us an angle of 45 degrees. Okay, so our reference angle is 45 degrees. Okay, so yeah, when we said that we're probably going to be looking at our special angles, one of them is 45 degrees, so we will be using that. Okay, so our third step is to draw a reference angle. Reference triangle. Okay, so we want to drop a line from our terminal arm perpendicular to the x-axis. Okay, and as you can see, we have a 45, 45, 90 triangle, which means that the ratios of our sides are 1 to 1 to root 2. Okay, and remember that the root 2 being the largest side is our hypotenuse, so that would go along here. And the 1 will have a 1 here and a 1 here. Now remember that our x and y have directions, so the direction on our x is a negative, and the direction on our y is a positive. Okay, and now we can write our ratio. Okay, we know that cos of theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, and so cos of 135 degrees is equal to our adjacent side, and adjacent to our reference angle is -1, and our hypotenuse is root 2. Okay, and take a look. Your cos of 135 is a negative trig ratio, which you would expect because if you recall cast, in the second quadrant, it's only sine that's positive, and so you would expect your cosine to be a negative value. Okay, and that's the end of example number 2.